Hi, welcome to the Tints and Shade class. So today we're going to be doing an exercise on tinting. So we're just going to use the colors that we've already created in our tinting. And I'm just using the red that I already had. And then we're going to do a little exercise with that. So go ahead and take your canvas, your piece of paper, and tape it down. And then as always, I'm going to tape off the canvas into a square just to make it have a clean look. Okay, and I'm using painter's tape. Again, you can use scotch tape, but be very, very careful with it. Sometimes the cheaper clear tapes work a lot better because they just peel off so easily. So yes, I'm taking my painter's tape and I am taping off the sides again, and I'm just gonna tape it into a square. So let's go ahead and do that. So now I'm going to take my paint on my color palette and I'm going to start with the lightest color first, and I'm just going to make a large circle in the middle of the canvas. Okay, so take your lightest color and go ahead and make a large circle there. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to jump to the next step, and that is the color right next to that lightest pink. And we're going to outline our lightest pink inner circle with this next color, okay? And this is just an exercise in just using the values, the tints, and just playing around with those. So let's go ahead and do that. And as I'm mixing the paint, I'm just making sure that it matches. So you can always hold your paintbrush over that color to make sure it matches. And that's a great way to practice mixing colors. It helps me a lot. So I recommend it to you. So after you've outlined that color, and just get a nice clean finish. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, this is an exercise. It's just practicing our values and mixing colors and tints and things like that, okay? So now we're going to jump to our next color, and that's a little bit of a darker pink. So I want you to go ahead and try and recreate that, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm just mixing it there. I had some there already mixed. And I just hold it over the color to see if it matches, and that's pretty close to it. So I'm just going to make another outline around the last circle that I made. And as you can tell, it's already making like this kind of interesting color value painting, okay? And you can play around with this more, but for this exercise, we're just going to keep it kind of simple and do some circles. So as you can see, I'm just filling in that space, and I'm leaving some room, of course, for my last value, my last hue, which would be the red. So now I'm just going to use the base, the primary red color that I have, and I'm just taking some of that. I'm cleaning my brush off, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint the remainder of the canvas around that last circle. Don't worry if you get on the painter's tape. That's completely fine. That's what it's there for. It's going to give us a clean finish, as you can see in the previous exercises that we did using the tinting. So just keep painting and go ahead and finish that up, filling in all the spaces. And I'm just going to use a little bit more red there, and just making sure I'm filling in all the space there. And then I'm going to complete the other side. So then of course I clean off my brush, and just so you know, these are the different colors. I have my red, then I have a lighter, the tinted pink, and then it just goes up until I'm in the center with that brightest pink. Okay, and this is a great exercise to do. Just practice your colors and mixing and blending, and it's just a fun exercise to do, so I really recommend it. And just so you know, I want to show you a picture that I did. So this painting here, you can see the different values. And as I mentioned before in the previous class, you can use these different values, these different tints and shades to create something, anything that you want really using the color. And it's all about just practicing, mixing the colors and blending them and getting comfortable with them. Okay, so you're going to wait a few minutes and you're going to wait till it dries. And as you can see, we have our different colors here that we did in the previous exercise. So we just basically did the same thing here, except we did it in circles, okay? And it's just a practice and getting comfortable with using the color. So gently take off your tape. I highly recommend you be as gentle as possible. You don't want to rip anything, and just take your time. So I'm just slowly taking off the tape. Taking my time. And just so you know, here is a project that I did before where I rushed and took the tape off. I couldn't wait till the painting was dry, and then I just ripped the tape off, and you can see what happened. So again, just take your time, be patient, and just gently remove the tape. It'll be well worth it if you just take your time. Okay, so we're going to finish taking off all this tape. And see, we have a nice clean finish here. We just completed an exercise using our values. We have our lightest pink, and then we have the next color and a little bit darker, and then we have our red. And that's all from this one red color. So imagine the possibilities. They're endless when you're tinting your colors or shading your colors. So good luck. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me and let me know. Bye.